Hi and welcome to a new week. I'm Sarah and I am pretty excited for this week. There's a lot going on, but it's also kind of more chill, which is nice because I haven't really had a week that wasn't non-stop. And I'm super ahead with homework and assignments right now. So hopefully I'll have more time to edit the web series, which has been turning out pretty cool. I haven't had that much time to edit it, but I think it's really turned out pretty great. Very excited about that. There's been a lot of cool things just going on in general that I can't really talk about yet, but that's pretty exciting. And a lot of cool stuff coming up this weekend, which you will see. It is Tuesday. I think I might have just said it was Monday, but it's not. It's Tuesday. And my directing class in like about an hour. I actually have to return a book at the library first, so I'm going to do that, and then I have to pick up my one card because you remember how like a week ago I lost my one card? Yeah, so I didn't even expect this to happen, but somehow I ended up like misplacing it again, and I thought I had it with me, and then I got a text that was like, hey, by the way, you just lost your one card. It ended up here, which is weird because I wasn't even there. So I have to go pick that up from public safety today. That's fun. But it's been pretty cool. I've actually realized I have a very beachy mermaid aesthetic, which is cool. And yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but today for the directing class, I'm actually getting able to show my first directing scene for this class. Pretty exciting. It's actually on my filmmaking Tumblr account, which is cool. I've had this ever since like the end of high school when I started making a few short films then, and I've actually been able to use it for classes ever since, which is pretty cool. So you can go and check that out. I'll post a link. It's filmfam148 at tumblr.com, so that's pretty exciting. And yeah, definitely go check it out. It's fun. It's not really something that like easily posts onto YouTube, and I'm currently out of space on Vimeo, which isn't fun, so I posted it on the Tumblr along with a blog entry that I was supposed to do for homework. So check it out. Let me know what you think. It was pretty fun to put together, and I actually really like how it turned out, so that's pretty cool. Good morning. It is Thursday, and today's my one and only day off this week, which is really nice. But yeah, I just realized while making breakfast, meaning I didn't have much for breakfast, that I sincerely have to go to Whole Foods today. Kind of not thrilled about that because it's a bit of a walk and I honestly just didn't want to do anything today, but here we are. So I am so tired. I am really super out of it. It's been fun, but there really has been just mostly like classes going on, and when there's not classes, I've been just trying to keep it easy. I've actually been watching a lot of the Vampire Diaries lately, so that's been fun, and almost done with season 1, and that's part of my mission this week, maybe today, but this week is to finish the first season, and I started like a few weeks ago. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Also, I know there's supposed to be like an entire apartment tour video that I said I would do, and I still haven't done. Sorry about that. This is why I usually don't say things that I'm planning on doing. There's a slight chance it won't work out, but it will happen at some point. Like it's all sincerity, I do have plans to do this, but it's just there's a lot going on, so I haven't gotten to it. So yeah, don't judge. It'll happen, and when it does, it'll be great, but there's not a huge rush on that in the lineup of things that I should be rushing on working on. So yeah, that's my update as to why you haven't seen an official apartment tour, but yeah. the event's actually going to start in like about an hour or something. I am photobombing so many people right now. Okay, it's kind of unintentional. But yeah, so I have had a full day. I actually had my first commercial class earlier, which was a lot of fun. Very cool. Learned a lot, so that's awesome. Walked around a cool bookstore for a bit, and then this is not the best place to talk, obviously, but ended up on Rodeo Drive, which is a fun, cool place to go. I'm honestly rarely here, but when I am, it's a good time. So here we are. Pretty fun. Put to Alfred's for a bit, and now I'm just kind of walking around and enjoying the moment because I'm going to head on over to the event, which I'm hoping goes really well. Pretty excited for it, but okay. I'm just gonna film aesthetics and then talk about it later because that's a lot smarter of a decision right now. Okay, bye. So it is Sunday. There has been a lot going on I haven't been able to talk about like next to at all, but I've been kind of filming clips here and there, and I'll talk about it later today if I have quick time. But I'm about to head off to an improv class at the Groundlings, which is super exciting. Very excited about this. It's kind of just like a one-off masterclass situation that's happening today that I signed up for because that's awesome, and getting extra improv experience is definitely a good career move for me right now. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Then I have an audition over at USC for a short film there that I just found out about yesterday, like last night before I went to bed. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's happening. And then there's a premiere going on later on after the fact. Lily Reinhardt's supposed to be there, which is super exciting, which kind of explains my slight Betty Cooper Riverdale look here. But yeah, that's my day. So my Uber should be here shortly. I really should go, but that's kind of a nice little overview of what's going on today. It'll be a lot of me just running around and stuff, but it'll be a lot of fun. On more of a career note, things are going remarkably well, and I'm really excited, and I've just been so inspired and encouraged, and this entire weekend has been such a cool blend of doing so many of the things I love to do and feeling really good about it. Like, that's one thing that I do have to work on, is not, like, I could still be humble, but I think I'm too humble for my own good, and I need more confidence sometimes, and it's not so much about being confident about myself, just more confident about me in a professional light. And that's always been a challenge for me on the acting side, just because of kind of how I felt when I was starting off. Like, I just never completely shut that away. So that's my update. I don't want to seem too weird, and people are walking, and an Uber's going to come by, and I don't even know if you can hear me anyway, but it's been such a cool weekend. This entire week has been pretty good, but it's definitely been kind of a series of weirdness, but also a lot of moral support and kind of the encouragement I think I needed right now. So yeah, also I never realized how much red brick is around USC. Like, this is kind of insane. So for the record, the improv class was so much fun. I don't think I've talked about it that much, but it was really, really cool, and I think I learned so much. And there's like a lot that I already know from just doing improv beforehand, but just being able to go and learn so much more, like even more into like musical improv, and just like going with different genres, really creating your characters, and really cool like life hacks for acting and improv in general. Like, that was amazing. So I'm really glad that I did that. A lot of fun. I hope there's more soon because that was a good time. I definitely think it was definitely worth my while to go to that. And then the audition was actually all improv based as well, so I really hope that went well. I think it did. I hope they call me in for it because it's a really cool film opportunity that I love, and that's kind of like, yeah, it's a very unique project, and I think, like, especially when it comes down to the things that I go out for, I try to find projects that are challenging but really cool and different and unique. And it's not like I'm being picky about it, because of course I'm not, but I'm just very excited. Okay, seriously, where is this person though? Okay, they're gonna be here soon, so I'm gonna go and yeah, see you at wherever I end up next. red the carpet for the movie here at LA Film Festival. Woo!
Hi! We're not sure how to pronounce it. It's either Galveston or Galveston. It's a town in Texas, so if you're from there, you can tell us.
Not from Texas, I don't know, but it was a very interesting full carpet. It got kind of crazy and hectic. Our spots was like
really Reinhardt defended me, so that was
and she's so sweet, so that's cool. And then we got an interview with her and Ella Fanning, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, it was fun. So cool. So there's truly not enough time in the day sometimes, so this clip I'm actually filming Monday night, but I'm going to actually quickly put it in to last week's video because yeah, that's my note. You know it's happening. Something I didn't get to talk about a lot was what went on this weekend, but Saturday was especially really cool because there was this foundation gala that was happening out of Beverly Hills, as you probably already saw. And the really cool thing is like I went into it knowing someone was going to be there that I really have always wanted to meet, and I was really excited about it. But obviously, like, I know with these things, like, everything will work out the way that it needs to, but you really can't get your hopes up because there's so many things that could change around and drop a hat. Like, just because somebody's on the list, that doesn't mean they're going to show up. Just because they show up, it doesn't mean you're actually going to get to meet them. They may or may not be doing interviews. You never really know the situation, so you kind of just hope for the best, but kind of, I'm not trying to say expect the worst, but just hope for the best to understand that whatever happens, happens. And thankfully, that ended up working out really well. This is one of the most hectic carpets of my life, not gonna lie. It was a bit crazy, but it was very cool to see, very entertaining, definitely a very unique event that I haven't been able to go to before. And yeah, it was super cool. I do have some clips from it, but the coolest thing is I actually got to meet Lana Parrilla. She plays Regina / Diva Queen on Once Upon a Time. You guys probably already know this, especially if you already know me. But yeah, I've always really wanted to meet her because she's really incredible at being able to create these characters and bring them to life. I mean, especially the dynamic of just the character of Regina to begin with is so incredible, and just the way that she really like creates so many different layers to this character over like such a large time span. I mean, the show's insane to begin with, but then just like her performance with it has always been like wow, you know. And as somebody who loves acting, like, I'm definitely inspired by that, and I definitely have tried to work at things like that and just taking my own characters and really trying to get to that level. And I'm not by any means to that level, but I keep trying and I keep going for it because just the focus and attention to detail and the way that she's able to really get to those emotions and portray them is just absolutely incredible. And I've thought so since like the first episode of season 1. So that being said, I'm at a totally different place acting wise, a lot of things wise, but especially acting wise since that first episode. I think I actually was just starting up being involved with plays during that time about, so that's crazy. And here I am, so it's like a nice little full circle sort of thing. And of course it's right after the first acting class, which is also totally full circle, so I got a chance to actually just tell her thank you for that and give the quickest little under one breath of like, this is everything I really want to be able to say right now. Obviously there's more time to talk, that would have been great, but I just want to be able to say thank you for being so inspiring, and also just give a little bit of backstory to like what I do and kind of just like what I just said basically, just that they phrased it differently. But anyway, it was so cool and she was so nice and totally got a photo, and I think really it was just a moment of I just really want to be able to say hi and say thank you and just have that, just keep on going. I really am. So yeah, that was really cool. That was awesome. And I was like, that entire day was just such a wonderful day. I was pretty tired for it, I'm not gonna lie. It had nothing to do about the day in general, it's just there's a lot going on. And even as tired as I was, maybe it kept me a little more calm than I would have been if I wasn't so tired. But yeah, that was just insanity and so cool and super inspiring, and definitely one of those cool moments that recently realized would have happened sooner or later, and I'm glad that it was sooner, and it was really cool. So that's my little overview on that. I really should be going right now, but that was a really cool moment and I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. So yeah.